The Pentagon is launching a task force to investigate sightings of UFOs by military aircraft. These unknown crafts may be unannounced visits from foreign countries and are not assumed to be extraterrestrials.
The Pentagon is launching the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, or UAP, task force. The task force will work to improve its understanding of the nature and origins of UAPs. Its main assignment will be to detect, analyze, and catalog UAPs that could pose a threat to U.S. national security. Officials have already expressed concerns about the appearance of UAPs flying over U.S. military bases. In April, the Pentagon declassified 3 videos of unidentified aerial phenomena. Then in May, the Navy released reports saying they have seen them too. The term is used for any flying object that is unidentifiable and is not a confirmation that an extraterrestrial is flying it. After the reports came out, U.S. lawmakers called on officials to share more information about the encounters. For example, if the incidents could be the work of foreign countries. The Department of Defense said that they take it very seriously and examine each report if an unknown aircraft comes into its training ranges or designated airspace.
And a series of rare fire tornadoes hit the area on Saturday. A dust storm hit Arizona on Sunday. It collapsed a shelter at a cow farm, but no injuries were reported. A staff member at the Du-Brook Dairy farm in Casa Grande captured it on camera. The National Weather Service issued a hazardous alert for Casa Grande and Eloy areas of Arizona. It warned drivers the storm was causing near zero visibility. Local media reported that Phoenix saw 2 walls of dust converging, while temperatures soared to 115 degrees Fahrenheit there on Sunday. Anyone crossing the border from Tijuana to San Diego can now get tested for COVID for free. The site was built in the busiest port in the world, and appointments are not necessary.
There's been a ban on non-essential border travel between Mexico and the U.S., but anyone walking across the border can now get tested for the CCP virus.
We get about 20,000 people that are crossing the border walking, and so this is an opportunity for those that are coming for essential reasons and are essential workers. They can quickly stop by and get their test on their way to work or to do their activities.
That's 20,000 pedestrian crossings a day. On top of that, testing is free. And according to Candy McCarthy, a 51-year-old Texan who lives in Tijuana, it's a painless process.
I mean, I thought it was gonna, be really inconvenient and hurt or whatever, but no, I mean, it's, it gives you a little sensation that you want to sneeze. That's why they give you the tissue.
New Zealand's Prime Minister postponed the country's general election by a month. The city of Auckland remains in lockdown due to a new outbreak of the CCP virus.
New Zealand is delaying its general elections after an outbreak that broke a 3-month streak without new recorded cases of the coronavirus. Leader Jacinda Ardern said Monday the country will push back the election by a month to October 17th. Ardern's been under pressure to put off the polls, with political parties saying it's impossible to campaign in a way to ensure a free and fair election. Ardern's earlier success in stifling COVID-19 and keeping the country virus-free for 102 days, until the latest flare-up, has boosted her popularity. Her opponents accuse her of using the pandemic to shore up support, as she appears on television nearly every day to reassure New Zealanders, while other party leaders struggle to get attention. On Monday, New Zealand recorded 9 new infections, bringing the number of active cases to 78. Ardern put Auckland, the country's largest city, under a 2-week lockdown last week.
Extensive virus testing, set to target all Hong Kongers, will begin in 2 weeks. But 3 Chinese agencies with ties to the CCP have been authorized for the undertaking. Some are speculating that the move is an effort by Beijing to collect Hong Kongers' DNA under the banner of virus protection measures.
Hong Kong is now facing its 3rd CCP virus outbreak. Its chief executive, Carrie Lam, announced last week that voluntary virus testing will be introduced in 2 weeks. But suspicions are rising that the Chinese Communist Party will take the opportunity to collect DNA from Hong Kongers in the name of epidemic control. Hong Kong pro-democracy activist Joshua Wong criticized Carrie Lam in a tweet for granting the nearly $20 million project to 3 Chinese labs without proper bidding procedures. The three facilities are Sunrise Diagnostic Center, China Inspection Company Limited, and Prenetics. Among them, Sunrise Diagnostic Center is a subsidiary of BGI, a Chinese genome sequencing company known as the Huawei of the biotechnology industry. Back in July, two of BGI's subsidiaries, Beijing Liuhe BGI and Xinjiang Silk Road BGI, were added to the U.S. entity list. The sanctioned companies on that list may not be able to export certain products to the U.S. The two BGI subsidiaries are sanctioned for their involvement in China's human rights crackdown in Xinjiang and for collecting DNA data from the Uyghur ethnic group there. Veteran Hong Kong lawyer and Civic Party Chairman Alan Leong says virus testing has caused great anxiety among Hong Kongers.
Hong Kong's people feel anxious about the proposal, mostly out of deep distrust of the government and the CCP. Companies with ties to the CCP are used as tools to set up a database of all 7 million Hong Kongers.
After the regime's national security law took effect in the city, 10 Hong Kongers had DNA samples taken while detained by police on July 1st. Lawyers have questioned whether the move goes beyond the needs of the investigation. Some suspect the police are paving the way for a DNA database. Reporting by Xu Wenhui, NTD News.